Good morning, lovely audience. Welcome to your favorite show, Good Morning Colombia. Today, we will teach you how to prepare a tepanade, an excellent appetizer for your main dish. Here are the ingredients. Here we have the black olives, pitted, and the green olives, also pitted. And here we have the oven-dried tomatoes, drained, and we have here the 1 tablespoon capers. We have 2 garlic cloves, and here we have the anchovy fillet, and we have here the basil leaves, the thyme leaves, oregano leaves, and the extra virgin olive oil. Now we are going to put all of these ingredients into the food processor. Well, this is a little bit much. The capers, garlic cloves, anchovy fillet, half tablespoon basil leaves, 1 table parsley leaves, and 1 tablespoon thyme leaves, and the oregano leaves. Now I'm going to cover the food processor. And I'm going to now I have all the ingredients into the food processor, and I'm going to mix them without adding the olive oil. And I'm using the button to grossly cut the ingredients and getting well blended. I'm going to hold the processor. And after the finishing, in a covered container, I'm going to put the dish into the fridge. Here is our final presentation, and I'm going to cover it and put it into the fridge. And here is our final presentation, tepanades. Bon appetit! I'm Balmer Garcia, and here are the news. Stockholm attacks expect what refuse residency.
The suspect behind this contract attack had been facing deportation and had extremist sympathies, Swedish police say. The 39-year-old Uzbek man is suspected of having driven a truck into a department store in the city on Friday. His application for residency was rejected in June last year and was being solved by immigration officials, police said. Meanwhile, a second suspect had been placed under formal arrest. Police said they were investigating the second suspect for a terrorist crime murder. However, Reuters news agency said the person was arrested on a lower degree of suspicion than the first suspect. Police have interviewed more than 500 people over the incident, Sweden's TT news agency reports. The first suspect had applied for permanent residency in 2014, but he was rejected. And in December 2016, he was given 4 weeks for leave the country, Police Chief Jonas Heisen told a press conference. The suspect then disappeared, and police began searching for him, Mr. Heisen said. 4 people are confirmed to have died in the attack. Police have not revealed their identities, but they say were two Swedish nationals, a Briton named by his family, a 41-year-old Chris Bevington, and one Belgian national. Another 15 people were injured. The truck, hijacked from a beer company, was driving into Achlen's department store in the capital on Friday afternoon. No terrorist group have claimed to be behind Colombia the attack. Search for flood survivors. Death toll at 314, Associated Press International. Colombian officials on Friday formally abandoned the search for survivors of floods that killed at least 314 people in the small southern city of Mocoa, though 106 people remain listed as missing. Emergency workers will turn to excavating roads and buildings, distributing aids, and trying to avoid the outbreak of epidemics in the town, where water and power services remain cut a week after the avalanche of debris-filled water poured down from the mountains. Without adverse conditions, a person can survive a long time, but with the quantity of mud and rocks in Mocoa, that is very difficult, said Manuel Infante, who has been leading volunteer firefighters who arrived from Cali. I'd say that the missing are dead, he added. Defense Minister Luis Carlos Villegas said it will take a generation to completely restore the city. He said the missing could be in hospitals in other cities, lost without phone contact, or simply dead beneath the mud and rubble. Carlos Iván Márquez, Director General of the National Anti-Disaster Agency, said emergency workers will begin using heavy equipment. BBC Sport Football. Neymar wasn't tough for Barcelona as they lost at Malaga and failing their bid to go level on points with La Liga leaders, Real Madrid. The current Spanish champions were given a boost after Real's 1-1 draw with city rivals Atletico earlier. However, a first-half strike from ex-Barcelona forward Sandro Ramirez and a late effort from Johnny Rodriguez ended the hopes. Forward Neymar was sent off in the 65th minute after receiving a second yellow. The Brazilian international, with 15 goals for Barca this season in all competitions, have brought down Diego Llorente with a late challenge, and then sarcastically applauded as he makes his way off the pitch. The 25-year-old is said to be suspended for the next league game against Real Sociedad on 15 April, but he could receive a longer ban if his reaction to the red card is deemed as contempt of the officials, which could mean he could miss the potential season-defining El Clásico at the Bernabeu on 23 April. Barca barely troubled Malaga keeper Carlos Kameni, although the Cameroon international did make two good saves to block two fine efforts from Luis Suarez. Malaga, who began the match in 15th spot, looked far from threatening, especially on the counter-attack. They took the lead in the 32nd minute when Sandro, who led for Malaga this summer, fired past Marc André ter Stegen. In the second half, they had a goal disallowed when Alberto Peñaranda was wrongly flagged offside before they finally scored the second. Pablo Forman's square ball found Rodriguez, who slotted in front 10 yards out. The defeat means Barcelona remains on 69 points, 3 behind Real, who have a game in hand.
Matrix. The movie is about the humankind future after the world's creation in century 21st. There was a conflict between man and machines, and at the end, the last one won and the man was enslaved. This science fiction film was created by the Wachowski sisters in 1998. We hope you can enjoy the film. Here's a short trailer.
Have you ever had a dream, Neo, that you were so sure was real? What if you were unable to wake from that dream? How would you know the difference between the dream and the real